Good evening and welcome to Monday's Freestyle Fitness Yoga. Remember, we're starting to move a little bit faster and I'm stopping to stop talking a little bit more so that you can flow with it. If you make mistakes, it doesn't matter. Have a look, stop, watch, jump in where you remember. And it's always better just to, if you can, just close your eyes and go with it. Don't worry. If, like Angie's on, if you want, turn off your camera so that you can really just focus on yourself and you don't have to worry about anybody watching you. Remember, this taped one only focuses on the person talking, so it doesn't record you anyway. And obviously, it records on you. So, we're going to start in mountain pose, bringing our shoulders back and down, tighten up all the muscles. Now, last week I started with Gregorian, but today my things aren't working. So I'm going to stay in silent, and again at the end of the session we'll go to a silence while I talk you through another one of our meditation practices. So we're going to start off in silence, just thinking about our breathing, bringing ourselves to this point. Now remember, what we were doing last week was either a word, happiness, love, peace, tranquility, any of them words. It can be a prayer that you know, or a sound. You can make hummingbird sound, you can make the sound. It's completely up to you. So let's just bring ourselves to this point. We're going to start to take our neck into our movement. So fall forward, fall back, working with the breath. And then remember to do the sides. And then the twist. let's start with our back bends. Bring it down, let's twist. Last one. Bring it back. Let's lift and twist. And then bringing it back up. Let's take it to that cat and cow. Start with the right finger. Last one. Bring it to the hips. And then side. And then we're going in a circle. And then other way. Bring it up. And let's bring that leg backwards and forwards. And then to the side. And we're going to change sides. Here we go. And then to the side. Let's bring it down. We're going to take it into our chair diver stretch. Hips go back. We're sitting down into our chair. We're reaching up onto our tiptoes. Chair, tiptoes. Breathing out, breathing in. Our last ones. Bring it down. We're taking it to that half bend. Remember, bend the knees if you need to. Working with that breath. Two more of these. All the way down. Swan dive. Breathing into lift up. Two more. So we're going to take it down and do a twist, straight leg. Opening up, erratic stretch to the left and then to the opposite side. Lift it up. All the way down. Two more. Let's take it to a wide leg. Left to right. Right to left. Breathe out, pour. Breathe in to lift up. Other side, twist. Twist. And pour. Last one. And jump in together. Bring the hands into prayer. Let's bring ourselves into mountain. We're going to take ourselves into our sun salutation. Remember, we're stopping on our fourth down dog. Just gathering your breath, remembering why you come. Here we go. Breathing in, lifting up. forward bend. Bend the knees, lift onto the tiptoes, jump back, rip the floor, keep the elbows tight, move forward, shoulders back and down. Tuck the toes, back to down dog. Into a bear pose, bending them knees, jumping in to a forward bend. Breathe in, lift up. 3 more. Okay, when we get to down dog, we stay at down dog, have a rest. So we're staying here. You can walk out them legs, you can wiggle the bum. We're going to move into our flow. So we're starting with that right foot, lifting, stepping, dropping the back foot down and lifting up to warrior 1. We're opening the arms and we're turning into warrior 2. We're reaching forward. We're taking the arm down and over to side angle pose. We're straightening the front leg, stretching the upper arm to the ceiling into a triangle. Bending the front knee, taking it to a reversing warrior. Bringing the hands down onto the tiptoe, pushing back, stepping up into aeroplane. Bending the front knee, stepping back to down dog. Let's do that left leg. Step, warrior 1. Open, warrior 2. Into side angle pose. And you see I'm not resting my shoulder on. I mean anything pushing the elbow to push the leg back. Opening. And again I'm not leaning on the leg. I'm not resting on the floor, I'm stretching the arms apart, working that waist. Bending the knee, open up the front of the body. Pushing round, find a spot, step up. Stepping back. So from here, let's move forward, drop the hips, shoulders back, lock up. So the knees are staying off the floor into an up dog. And let's push back. Just so that we know we've done a set. We're now going to do 3 more of those. 3 more sets. I'm going to turn my heater off because it's starting to get hot in here. So 3 more sets, but I'm not going to talk. You can go at your own speed. Here we go. One more set. And then drop down, push the child, relax. Now some people, that might have been 2 sets, 4 sets, maybe even 6 sets. It just depends on how quickly you can move. So, we're bringing ourselves back up-ish. So, we're going to do 5 on each leg. So it'll be 10 in total. But if you feel, even if I feel, that I can't do the 10, we stop when we need to. So with this, we're going into a squat. We're coming up and we're doing a rainbow kick, squat, up, rainbow kick. Okay? So 5 on each leg. Slow or fast, and like I said, you don't have to. So your feet are turning out, your knees are going the same direction. So here we go. You can have your hands in prayer if you want. You can have them where you can have on your hips. Doesn't really matter. I'll save them on my hips. So we're squatting. We're lifting. Sliding the right foot. Bring it over. Squat. Lift. Over. 2. And bring it back up. Lovely. Works them thighs, works them hips. Gets us ready. So now, we're going to step back into down dog. We're going to step up with our right foot. As we come up, we're going to bring it into pigeon. Sit back. And then step back, do down dog again, and step up. So what we're using, it's always going to be the right foot, left. 5 on one, 5 on the other. So here we go. Let's take it down, step back to down dog. We're going to start with that right leg. We're going to do 5 on the right before we swap to the left. Here we go. Step in, lift, sit down. Step back, down dog. Last one on this side. Step back. Okay. Stretch them legs out, have a little breath. We're going to start with that left foot. Last one. But we're going to step back to down dog. So again, give yourself a little wiggle out. So I'm just going to change this so that you can see my hands, hopefully. Go down and sit onto your knees if you need to. I'm just changing over. So with this, we're taking our right foot in front of our left foot and we're pushing back into down dog. We're coming forward, we're rolling, we're coming to side plank, we're pushing back. Again, we'll do 5 on one side, 5 on the other because we have to change the foot over. So right foot in front, come forward over the hands, turn and lift. Take it down, push back to down dog. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the foot back to normal. So we're going to cross the left in front of the right. We're coming forward, rolling and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring yourself down. Let your hands, head relax. Turn your palms over. Let them relax also. So the next one is floating table and bear. So we're making a grip with our fingers. We're tucking our toes and now we're lifting into our knees just slightly off the floor. From here we're going to bend our elbows and push back up again. Okay, keeping our knees floated. We'll do 5. We'll see how our body feels. If you want to do another 5, we can. If not, you don't have to. So, let's lift our knees into bear. Grip the floor. Bend the elbows back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can do another one. You don't have to. So, here we go. Floating bear. Bend the elbows. 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Let the body go down. Turn the palms over. Rest that neck. Then bring it up onto your knees and we'll come into a high knee. Now this is the thigh and tummy toner so that we're leaning backwards, but we're not dropping our bum. We're just leaning back, coming forward. Good. Feeling that stretch on the thighs, on the hips. So now what we're going to do is as we go forward, we're going to pull our arm back and twist as we're leaning back. As we come forward, we bring it forward. Then we do the other side. So we're leaning back, reaching back, coming forward. Reaching back, coming forward. and bring it down. So we're going to do a bit of exercise with our shoulders. You're going to bring your arms so that they're in line and your hands are just straight up. Keeping your elbows where they are, you're just going to reverse them and bring them down. But you don't want them to drop, you want them up. But you don't want your shoulders up here, you want your shoulders down. So you're bringing them up and down. Thinking about what's happening at the shoulder blades, what's happening with the arms. One more. And bring it down. Your shoulders a little shake. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to close them. So again, we're keeping them here. We're bringing them forwards and back. And release. Again, you can just give your shoulders a little shake. We're now going to bring the hands up to the back of the head and down to the back. So as you see, I've changed my hands, brought them up to the space that they touch the skull, turn them round, brought them into the base of my back. Up, down. So now we're going to keep them on our lower back and we're just bringing our shoulder blades, our elbows together, flap them. And let them go. Give them a shake. So now we're going to work on our fingers and our hands. We're remembering to push with the fingertips and push with the outer edge of the hand. So we're making little bridges. We're pushing our fingers into the floor. Imagine ripping the floor up. Try to get them elbows to move so that they go backwards, not that they go out to the side. So you want them to come back. So we're ripping. Now you're just going to move forward onto the hands. When you feel your weight on the hand, you're just going to move side to side, but keeping that weight over the hands. Feel the movement, feel what's happening in the fingers, in the hands, in the arms, in the shoulders. So now you're just going to move forwards and back slightly, then keeping that weight over them hands. And bring it back. Peel your hands off. Give them a little shake. So let's go again. Bring it down. Bring the weight over. Now go round in a circle. Still trying to rip up that floor. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. And bring it back again. Rip them hands off. Give them a shake. So we're going to finish with crow. Now there's lots of different ways, so let me get my blocks. Now full crow is you're coming into a kind of a squat position. So like we were getting ready earlier. You're placing your hands down. Now there's different versions. Some people like to place their knee on their arm, the forearm. So it goes up as high as you can get it. So if you're in this position, you might be able to kind of pull your arms up into that position and then place your hands down and rest on there. Some people, I prefer to have my arms on the inside and pushing my elbows out and squeezing with my knees. That's my preferred choice, but everybody's different. So we're going to turn it over and we're going to do upside down crow first. Then we'll try baby crow and then we'll try the other crow. So we'll go up in stages. Let me just turn this back on again. So if we go on our butt and our back. Now, we imagine that the ceiling is where our hands are going to be. So we're going to use our fingers the same way we just were on the floor. We're pushing up. But we're going to try and get our knees to come as close to our armpits as we possibly can. So you're kind of lifting your bum up and trying to get your elbows, your knees to touch your forearms. Keeping the head down. So for a few people, this might be the only one at the moment that you feel confident doing. If you can, hold it. So now hold it up there so that the knees are touching. Squeeze them legs in. Work that stomach muscle. Most things have got to do with core strength. So this is working that core strength as well. So you're pushing your forearms against your knees. You're pushing your knees against your forearms. And then we'll relax. And you'll feel that right into your tummy. Brilliant exercise for stomach exercise. Now, you can stay there. You don't need to try the next version. The next version is baby crow, which they say is the easier version. I actually find baby crow harder than most crows. With baby crow, you're bringing your elbows down on the floor. You're coming up onto your knees, but you're bringing your elbows down. And then you're trying to rest your knees. Your head might go on the floor, that's fine. And then you're trying to lift your toes off the floor. So I'll do that again. It's quite hard to see sometimes. So from a squat position, you bring your elbows down. Then your knees rest on top of your forearm. You can place your head on the floor and then you try to lift 2 feet up. As you see, now I'm bouncing, now I'm rocking. But it doesn't matter if you rock in this position because your head's on the floor anyway. So again, baby crow again might be more accessible if you've got wrist problems or you're feeling that you're a bit nervous about doing it in case your head comes forward. So again, baby crow is a different version, still working them stomach muscles, and still eventually you start to balance by lifting your head up, but you're only slightly off the floor. Now full crow, there are different versions. Some people like to have their head, so from here, like I said, you can either do it this way or this way. This is my preferred choice. Some people like to put their head down, bring their arms in and step 1 foot and then the other foot and then eventually lifting both feet or in that position. That wasn't very good. Let me get my head a bit higher. So you can always put blocks down, you can put cushions or pillows. Some people prefer to have their feet hired. So you have your feet feet on the blocks or on a step, and then you come in from this position. And it's never a jump, it's just a step. So all you're doing is stepping one foot, then the other foot, until eventually both toes come off. Everybody is different. Everybody has a certain way, and nobody should tell you that it's wrong, as long as it feels that that's the way that you can do. So let's bring ourselves down, and we're just going to work out our wrists. So sitting in heroes, fingers, hands pointing up, place them flat down, and just moving the body backwards, trying to drop the bum. Doesn't matter if it doesn't go anywhere near the heels. You'll feel that stretch through the arms. So we turn the fingers away from each other, and again, backwards and forwards. And then we're going to bring the fingers so that they face each other, and backwards and forwards. But keeping them fingers and as much as you can, the hand flat on the floor. And then as we bring it down, give your hands a shake and a rub of the wrists. We're going to take our hands into eagle, so it doesn't matter which side you do first. You're going to take the arms round in a circle, lifting the elbows up and down, and you'll feel this pulling through the shoulders, but also through them lateral muscles, them muscles through the back as well. So just relaxing all the arms, the shoulders and the back muscles, which have been doing that lifting. And then we're going to undo, and we're going to swap. And then we're bringing it down. Just giving the shoulders a little shake, and curl your shoulders towards each other. Roll them back, look up. So if you're doing a slight cat and cow, but we're not working them arms too much, we're just moving the shoulders in and out. Dropping the head, lifting up. Then bring yourself to straight and just let the head roll side to side. You should feel that pull in again through them shoulders, through that lower back. this meditation is called the emotional mind. When meditating on your breath, emotions as much as thoughts and external distractions can pull you off track. Labelling them should shed a light on your emotional patterns. So find a position that's comfortable for you. Breathe normally through your nose and trying to use the abdomen rather than the upper part of the chest. Check your posture and relax any part of the body that feels tense. Begin counting your breath, and on each exhalation, and when you reach 10, begin again. Notice what emotions arise when a thought occurs. Label the emotions such as happiness, fear, sadness, joy. And then return your focus back to your breathing. As you meditate, accept any emotion that arises. And hopefully you'll begin to notice how your emotions are just as fleeting as your thoughts. And emotions such as joy, sadness, jealousy, anger, resentment, pride, depression are triggered by external realities and also by your thoughts. There is nothing wrong with having emotions, but a problem occurs if you allow them to take over your life. By recognizing and identifying emotions as they arise during meditation, you may learn how your thoughts can spiral you into an agitated emotional state. For example, while meditating on your breath, you may think of a relative, and then you may think of an occasion when they hurt you. You then are engulfed in a rage over his or her behaviour. Your heart beats faster, your face flushes, and you forget that you were trying to meditate. In these cases, you are being held hostage by your emotions. Becoming aware of how your thoughts generate your emotions will help you understand where you are stuck emotionally. And hopefully the benefits of this meditation will help you to reveal which emotions dominate your mind, helps you to extract yourself from negative emotions, and promotes the ability to focus and concentrate in the moment of an emotional stress. meditate in this way for 1 week. Notice if you become more aware of your emotions in your day-to-day life. See if it becomes easier to accept your emotions and perhaps not to be as carried away by them. Remember to stay where you are. It's your house, your time, so if you wanted, you could stay there, enjoying the peace and relaxation.
Recording stopped.